Vlogmas Day 28. I have mints, pardon vu, but the breath is pretty. But you have a extra bonus Sunday rambling. Why? Because I forgot I had to go out early this morning. It's Sunday, and I think I mentioned in a previous one, that we're doing a little. It's today. Tomorrow is actually the priest we did the party for in October. It's his actual anniversary. So we're just having coffee, cookies, and maybe a little nosh of a bagel after the 9:30 mass for just our parish to come and wish him, congratulations. Because the party was for all of his 250 of his closest friends. But he'd been to 4 parishes, and he has like 1 million priest friends, so that's where all those people came from. So this way, our people don't feel left out. So I'm thinking I could ramble as I just suck on my favorite. Oh, if you didn't know this, this is a PSA. At Trader Joe's, these mints are by far my favorite. They're the chai tea mints. So good. They have a green, I think matcha green tea mints, I think. Or I know they're green tea. Don't like those. These I like. I do apologize for sucking on them, but it's either I suck on them and ramble or I don't ramble. So I apologize, but I don't. But I do. But I don't. I try to keep them packed in the back. I have my water. Oh, we went to a really I think I mentioned we were going down to Summers Point last night for spend the afternoon with Timmy. He always tells me we don't come there enough. There's not much to do down the shore in the winter. But we went and went to mass. Steve wanted to go to see the ocean. It was 20 some degrees out. People were surfing. Not a lot. I mean, there's about 4 or 5 people surfing, but very cool. Apparently those suits that they wear keep their bodies warm. But I do believe that the water temperature isn't as cold as the outside air. Not that it matters. It's not that much warmer, but it is. So we saw a few surfers, and we went to the ocean. The tide was high. We walked on the boardwalk very briefly. Wasn't, I guess, not much open. The Shrivers was open. No, it was the Fudge Kitchen that was open. The Fudge Kitchen. Looked like Manco's Pizza was open a ways down, but the big distance between them. One little tchotchke shop that sold beach sweatshirts and stuff like that. That was open. But we weren't there long. Then we went to Ocean City Coffee Company. God, it's funny. Chai is really popular now because it's the time of year. But I just wasn't feeling chai. And as I'm sucking on a chai mint, I wasn't feeling chai yesterday. I wanted a matcha. They did have a matcha. And I threw one of the sugar-free white chocolate syrups in there. She's like, it's sweet. I'm like, I know. It's sugar-free. And I wanted a sweet matcha. It was delicious. It was hot. So good. Steve got some kind of Jersey blend coffee. And then we went to church a little bit after that. And then we went to dinner. And if you're local, or at least from the area somewhat, one of the famous restaurants down there is called the Crab Trap. Now, it is hard to get into the Crab. They don't check reservations. It's one of those places you have to go and wait. I'm not quite sure why. What the idea of not taking reservations is that people don't show up? I don't know, but they don't take reservations. But being that it's off season, it's not nearly as packed as it would have been. I mean, people wait outside. But no, we were able to get right in. But Timmy, he knows somebody that works there, so she has said over every time you get so he had called her, and she's like, oh yeah, and he put us in this right in front of the fireplace, best picture. I mean, best, this picturesque. Our busboy was one of Timmy's parishioners, so it was very, I think he felt, special. But so I had a delicious. I think it was swordfish with a garlic butter wine sauce with crab meat with some dirty rice, which was delicious, and cucumber salad. And that's the only, now here's the fun fact, this is the only place I eat blueberry muffins, because they bring you rolls, homemade rolls and blueberry muffins. And for some reason, I literally adore the blueberry muffins. And I don't eat blueberry muffins. That's just these, like, I think I only eat them here. But I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should make, now I have a hankering to make blueberry muffins. So I don't know, maybe we'll make blueberry muffins. I don't think I have any blueberries. Can't be doing them this week. I think I have a hankering for blueberry muffins, but see if you can make them with, I wonder how they would taste with oat flour or almond flour. I don't know. But anyway, so that was a fun night. Then we got home probably after 10. And I'm up and out early. Well, I'm actually running late. Only because I didn't realize that the car was going to be frozen. Now, granted, we had that storm Friday night, but yesterday it was fine. We had this squall come in. In fact, we were down there, and we had it come in, like the snow out of nowhere. It's like, I know it's supposed to snow again. So I think Peter did say we did get it up here. So I'm wondering if that's what froze on my car. That's what I'm thinking froze on my car. But, so I had to, and I said to Steve, it kind of like was giving me a little slight hesitation on the turnover. So I wonder if the battery needs to be checked. But she's all clear. All my windows are clear. Some toasty in here. My bun warmers are on before you even ask me. My bun is nice and toasty. I don't know what I'm going to do without these bun warmers. What is it with people who are the first car don't know? I'm vlogging and I know the latest screen. I don't know what to say. So I am actually running about 15 minutes behind. I wanted to be there at 8:30. It is now 8:45. That's what it is, my lovelies. Ought to be interesting is all I'm going to say. So this is we're putting a pin, or not a pin, we're putting a lid on the celebration. This is it. He's done. I don't want to hear about his Jubilee anymore. Oh my God, he calls me yesterday. Check it on everything. We're fine. Oh my gosh, relax. Relax. Oh, I just remembered that squirrel. But yeah, we're done. I hate to say it this way, but I'm hoping it's not really. I don't expect it to be crowded. It's a holiday weekend. People have plans, so I don't really expect it to be overwhelmingly busy. But we did ask for, we do this a lot, and people love to bake in our parish, so we'll say, could you bake us some cookies or dessert? And I said to Patty, our business manager, I said, maybe we could put in there, do you need to get rid of any cookies? Because, like after Christmas, even though like we still have New Year's, people are done with eating their cookies, because it's like, I can attest to that. You get to a point where you got to get them out of the house, or you're just going to eat your face off. So I'm going to get a lot of cookies. I'm hope we have enough. And sometimes it's hit or miss. If we went and, one time we had this other thing a couple years ago, we went and bought desserts, because you can never depend on people. You think, you tell, and then we got donated too much. So we didn't go out and supplicate today. We're not going to get enough. That's how it's going to go. I know, it is what it is. This is not their breakfast. This is just a snack. You go home and have breakfast. We did get about 5 dozen bagels, which we'll cut in half, so it'll double them up. So we'll have that, and some fancy cream cheese, and we'll have coffee. Like I said, this is not breakfast. This is just a little, nosh. We like to call it in Italian. A little nosh. But Timmy is coming home today, unexpectedly, like he mentioned. Well, he mentioned it Friday before he left. Or yesterday. He was home yesterday. He said, "Oh, I'll be home tomorrow for dinner." I'm like, "Why?" That's terrible. Why? He said, "Well, the Jubilee Mass, I think I mentioned this in the video, is they're closing the door," which don't even ask. Let's not even get into that whole situation. And he said, "I don't normally." He doesn't have to go to a lot of the diocesan things at the cathedral, because it's down here, and the short parishes, priests, they don't expect them to have to come an hour. If you're local, you should come, but they don't expect them. But he thought, since it's a Sunday, why not? So he's coming. I think that's at 2 or 3 o'clock. I don't remember. And then he said, "Well, since I'm down here, I thought you could feed me, and I'll watch the Eagles game with the boys." So, but well, Patrick will not be home. Peter and Steve will be home. So he'll watch the game with them. I think it's 5. What, I think the game's like 5. I don't know. But I said, yeah, you wait. You're gonna go down to that mass. You're gonna talk into your cohorts. Somebody's gonna ask you to go to dinner. He goes, no, I have plans. I'm like, I've heard that before. I don't care, quite honestly. I said, well, I'm thinking, oh great, no, he's coming to eat. Because normally if it's just us, Peter and Steve and I, we just have pickies. Timmy expects a meal. I don't know where that child came from. He, like, I don't know. Seminary life has not done him well for certain things. He expects a meal. So I'm like, I said, listen. I said, we have pickies. We have lots of charcuterie stuff. In fact, he brought us all this charcuterie meat from this. It's called the Euro Shop, which is like a European. It's all European meats. Oh, they're so good. So we have a lot. I should say a lot. We have enough. And I said, what if we do something basic like I make? He loves, and this I got him too. He loves Spam fried rice. I think I mentioned this before. I knew it. Oh, all right, that's fine. You don't get any trouble. Good, because I don't feel like going to any trouble. So we do have leftover ham. And I thought I could just, because it's easy. The rice cooks in the rice cooker. And you just make the little frizzled Spam. Sometimes, I don't think I have any though. Like if I have canned vegetables, I will put them on the side because his name is Peter, doesn't like canned vegetables. But Timmy doesn't care. Because he gets one with peas, carrots, and string beans. And corn, I think. Oh, it's so good in there. It gives a little, pop of something. But I don't think I have any of that. But I do have Spam, I do have rice, I do have soy sauce. So we're just going to do some Spam fried rice tonight. To supplement the ham and our charcuterie. Easy peasy, I don't have to think about it. And that's always important, I don't have to think. Because why should we be stuck in the kitchen? I've often said that. Oh, so I'm here between masses. It's empty in the parking lot. Because it is 8:50, the 9:30 mass has not come in yet. I hope somebody's here besides me, because I don't like being here by myself. Well, I think Joan's here. I think that's the Stetzer van. I believe it is. I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm going in. I'm going to park down here. It's away from society. I don't park near that. I park here away from society. So I am here. So we may ramble on the way back, and I'll let you know how it went. Right? I'm sure you'll see it on Joan's vlog. She's probably gonna. She'll be vlogging. We'll be working. Put the camera down and get your butt over here. I'm actually going to ask if she wants to take over to be president of the ladies group, because I'm kind of over it right now. I just have a lot on my plate, and I took it back over for a multitude of reasons. But maybe we'll talk about that later. But I will see you after. This is before. You'll see me after. After. It is, what time is it? I think it's 12. I got there at 8:45, I think. It's 8:50, it's 12:31. I was running around, but it was lovely. Wasn't overly crowded, which I kind of thought it wouldn't be, because it's holiday season. People were worried because we were looking, I think I mentioned, for donations, and we had plenty. They're like, we don't have enough. I said, I don't think it's going to be overly crowded, and it wasn't. Oh, I'm tired. I don't function well first thing in the morning. And I slightly overslept. Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Ah, yes. And I have round 2, Timothy. Oh, I feel like a Duncan. But I don't. Let's go home, and I have my tea that I did not have this morning. So I'm just going to go home and have my own tea that I did not get to drink and put my feet up. So you said the electrician came out. Of course, he's coming back tomorrow. Of course, I have to deal with it. I was hoping he would take care of it today and I wouldn't have to deal with anything, because it very rarely happens that I don't deal with anything. But of course, as we say, I have to deal with it tomorrow. He has to redo a, how you have that little, it's a reset button in bathrooms, any place where there's water and outside. Well, we think our reset one in the upstairs bathroom because it doesn't click when you hit like test and stuff. So we think it needs to be replaced. Now I guess the guy looked at it, I guess he tested it, I don't know. So that's what we're going with. Should be a simple fix. I think he said we don't need one in the bathroom, but I read you do. Because of the fact that there's water. Because they shut the circuit down like really like a millimeter of a second or less than that. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'm tired. I'm get home, put my feet up. I don't think I'm going to do a live tonight because Timmy's going to be home. It's just, I could do it early, but right now I'm tired. So we will not do a live. So I'm going to, well, it's a different, my other channel. I do lives on Sunday on Dish with D. And I'll have to post it in the group. Because people, I get it, they put their schedule to it. And they want to come and hang out. But I don't know if I mentioned it before, I don't remember. See, right now my brain's fried because it's like, it's exhausting. Yep, it's Thursday. No, it's Sunday. The pointed plate was that, I keep calling her the pointed plate. I just said that to her today. She made these banana bars that had like this, I don't know if it was like a cream cheese buttercream, I don't know. It literally was like, I would just like lick the icing off the bars. But I took a few of them home and they're chocolate chip bars. So that's that. She was talking about, she's going to go get her porchette. I said, we're going to do porchette probably on Thursday. I think, when is New Year's? Thursday. But I'll go out maybe, well, I can't go out tomorrow because we got the guy coming. We got a guy for the, the electrician. So I'll have to figure out when I'm going to be able to go. Or I guess someone of the boys. That could be disastrous, having them pick out my pork. But, I'm so tired. Because I was constantly on my feet. I don't think I sat down the whole time, which is not terrible. Lord knows I need to be on my feet more. But y'all noticing I had to go for a, I think I mentioned a gluten test. Which means in order to be tested, you have to eat it. So, did it come back? It did. Still the same. It's starting a sensitivity. They think I'm eventually going to be celiac maybe 10 years from now. Like full bloom. But right now I definitely get allergies. That could be why I'm sluggish. Because if you read gluten sensitivity, and that's one of the things, fog brain, depression is one of the things as well, which is interesting. Tired, bloating, and that's all the things I complain about. And one thing about that's all diet related. There's no like magic gluten pill you can take. You just have to not eat gluten. And gluten hides in things. Like soy sauce has gluten. That's why if most you see people eat coconut aminos, it doesn't have gluten in it. In fact, I bought a gluten-free soy sauce when we were at that fabulous Asian supermarket. It's like, I did a video. It was hard to film because it was packed, but they have so many cool things, and they had a aisle just for soy sauce. I was like, we need to go back, but they're actually remodeling. It's closed. It was called H Mart, I think. It's a chain. They're all over the country, but they were remodeling it. I can only imagine what it's going to be like. It's going to be like a palace. But they had all the viral ice creams that people got, like in the shape of lemons and mangoes. And I did get the mango one. I was going to get the peach, but the girl was there because the mango is better. So I got the mango. I really wanted the peach. I just should have got both. See, what was I thinking? And then they closed for remodeling. They have like, oh my gosh, there's a big sushi section. They had a wall just for dumpling wrappers. I'm telling you, if you love, I literally I just couldn't even there was so much in there. I was a bit overwhelmed, I will say that. That'd be a great place to go during the week. We went on a Saturday, so of course everything is always busy on a Saturday. But I think next time I would go during the week when people are at work and just enjoy it, probably a little bit more peaceful. No, I'm just telling you, it was crazy, the stuff that they had. But yes, if I remember to link that video at the end, just a selection of mushrooms. I'm like, literally, And I got some rice noodles when I was there, so they're really good. I do enjoy rice noodles. But it's like gluten-free pasta is not good. Gluten-free bread is not good. So I was thinking about investing in some almond flour, because I kind of use regular flour. I just be like, it is what it is. Like, I don't get physically sick. If I did, then I would never be making these substitutions. I would just be like making all substitutions. But I just get like all those things: brain fog, fatigue, bloating. I get coffee. That's what Timmy goes, Mom, your face, your chin is back. I said, Tim, yes, I've gained weight. That's obvious. I have to lose 26 pounds now. And I had to eat gluten this week. I will say it was fun, though. I'm like, it was a dirty job, but I'm going to enjoy doing it. I had bread, I had pasta. It was a beautiful thing. The air conditioner's too hot. That heat, it was. For the nature of science, I had to do an experiment. She also did this other food testing, which all came up negative, but the gluten did show. So, like, I kind of knew it, because I always know that I feel less bloated when I don't have a lot of gluten. But I was thinking, like, there's people that make I don't want to use the word sourdough, because I'm not sure it's sourdough, but they make a starter that's gluten-free with, I don't know what kind of flour they use. I don't want to be making bread. Let's put that out there. I don't want to be making bread. I really don't. All you girls who make bread, I bow to you, because I just can't even. I mean, it's fun to do occasionally, but when you have a starter, you got to either put it in the fridge and dormant it or use it. And either one is not an option for me. I don't want it in my refrigerator. I don't need taking up space. And I don't be wanting to be baking all the time. Plus, two, truth be told, even gluten-free bread has calories. So just because it's gluten-free doesn't mean I can have a free-for-all. Especially if you use almond flour. Ugh. That is, people think, I was at one of my Weight Watcher meetings, and one girl goes, oh yeah, I'm lighting up, I'm using gluten-free. I'm like, gluten-free is not lighter. It doesn't have gluten. It doesn't make it a better option. It's if you're allergic to gluten, it does something to your intestines and stuff like that. Some people literally get, I do get itchy too. I think occasionally when I have a lot of gluten, I'm itchy for no apparent reason. I noticed. And so you don't really think of these things, just like, oh, I'm itchy. Like, why am I itchy? And then I was, where he was going with this truck. And when you look up, I feel like, oh my gosh, it's probably from the gluten. Like I said, it does hide in things. And things can't be certified gluten-free if they're made in a factory that has gluten in it. Because they can't guarantee it, because there could be cross-contamination. And people who have celiac, they can't even get cross. I mean, some people have it really, really bad. They get really, really sick. So that's why the things are not like oats. Oats are naturally gluten-free. But if they're not processed in a plant that has wheat in it, they can't be certified. So I don't really, unless you buy them, you can go to a place that is certified for gluten-free oats. You could, buy those. But I just, honestly, I don't. Because, again, I'm not that person that's going to get sick from cross-contamination. Yet. But, I feel so stinky. Oh, and last night we went out to dinner. And this restaurant down, I think I mentioned the Crab Trap. I think I might have mentioned the video earlier. I apologize if I repeat myself, because it's been 4 hours ago and I don't remember what I said, but they have the best blueberry muffins. They put it on your bread, on the bread basket. Even Timmy goes, Mom, you don't like blueberry muffins. I'm like, I know, I don't. But these I do. So I just asked Joan, I said, you got a blueberry muffin recipe? Because I feel like they were just really good, but I have to make them gluten-free. Speaking of, this isn't gluten-free, but Grocery Outlet they always share when they have like an abundance of things. Well, they had the King Arthur 00 pizza flour for like a bag for I think $2.99. That goes for like $9 to $12 easily on like Amazon and stuff. I'm like, and it's a point less than regular flour. I guess because it's 00. Don't ask me what it means. I don't know. But yes, what a deal. And it really makes really good pizza too. I was going to get some, but I'm like, you really should be using gluten-free flour. I mean, I would never buy that for the family, because, they can have regular flour. But that 00, I was always buying and making things like, you know, it was a little bit lighter. You shaved off that point. We all know we're shaving off a little bit of points where we can. But Peter just texted me. He got called into work. Look at him making the extra buco bucks. Good for him. Oh, that's awesome. Of course, he said it'll be done by the Eagles game, so I guess he figured it was all good. All right, my lovelies, I am home. Oh, thank you for making the ride so much more pleasant. And a surprise video. I haven't filmed this Sunday in this channel because it's usually too hard, but I had to go out today. So you got a car vlog, which you guys love the car vlogs, and I'm so happy. It makes me happy because I could do those. There's no editing. I just talk about whatever's on my mind, and y'all just love it. Somebody said she felt like she's sitting next to me. You are. That's what it's about. It's like we're sitting like friends having coffee, or, you know, did have my water with me today. I laxed on that the last couple of days. I was good up until probably Christmas. So I've been low in the water. I've eaten a little too much. I told myself I wouldn't do it, but I will say I waited till Christmas, which is good. It could be worse. And I've other than last night's dinner, which wasn't terrible, it was the muffin. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to, like, bless me, I had 2 muffins. I did. I know. You know what? It's a holiday. They were so sticky. They're warm. I didn't put butter on it. There's a win. But so I'm so glad you enjoy the car vlogs. We can do that here. This is the channel where it's just going to be loose. We're not going to talk about, I shouldn't have talked about points and calories. I normally don't here. This is not the home of points, calories, and macros. This is the home of, you want to be friends? You want to hear some fun stories? You want to hear what's going on? This is the channel for that. And if you see something fun, like I almost filmed yesterday. We were down the shore, Ocean City Boardwalk. And I don't know if I can include that. Maybe I'll throw it. Steve has a video. Maybe I'll have him send it to me. I'll throw it in maybe tomorrow's video, because I think this is probably long enough. And I was going to film, but there's like, it's desolate. It should have been the day to film when it's desolate. But there's just nothing to see. You can see that, I mean, there was high tide. People were surfing. It was cold. And the wind chill, we could have walked more, but it was probably like 30 degrees, 28 degrees, but it was windy a little bit. So that little bit of wind chill made it worse. And I tell you, this thing, I did a collab. This is called 3 Poodles. It's a big, long, it's like a blanket. It looks like a hoodie because it has a kangaroo pocket and it has a hood, but it's the ears that I loved so much. This thing, I would walk the dog with this in like 20-degree weather, 15, and it's so stinking warm. I could not even believe it. It keeps it goes down to probably almost my knees. Or probably, yeah, it goes down to my knees. This thing is such a great, I love this thing. I could not have been happier. I was shocked at how warm this is. So if you have a dog, you should invest in it. If you want, let me know if you want a link. I think I still have one. I don't even know. I probably don't. But I don't know, it's probably not valid, but I loved it. And it's fine. I thought it was cute, and I thought it's cute. But my gosh, it exceeded my, which very rarely happens, exceeded my expectations. I was going to do a video on the other channel of things that I found in 2025. This was probably the end of 2024. No, actually, it was like, I think they wanted me to do it in the summer. And I'm like, who wants to look at this in the summer? I don't want to talk about this fleece thing in the summer. So we put it off till like the end of September. So, yeah, not technically 2024, but I do. It's so, I mean, the sleeves are warm. I rolled them up. It's just so cozy. So maybe we'll do a little favorites video. What I'm jonesing for, that'll be the health side. We already had what I like here, what I'm into and what I'm not into, but we could do the healthy one on the other channel. Like new, like treats that I'm enjoying, like Dubai brownies from Prime Bites. But I can see I can just sit here, chit. I'm a chatterbox. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me on this channel. I so appreciate it. We are monetized here. So thank you. So let those ads run. That helps me out. it was a labor of love. It came to me like I don't film on this channel enough, and you have to build up so many hours. So when Joan goes, "You want to do Vlogmas?" I'm like, "No, I'm not doing Vlogmas on the other channel," because it just, honestly, it's a lot of work to do Vlogmas. And what Vlogmas is when people like ad people, they show more ads for their products for Christmas and stuff like that. So creators tend to make more money on Vlogmas. That's why they do it. And I did it a few years ago. It's a lot of work because it's a lot. You have to come up with ideas, and it's like, oh my gosh. And yes, your revenue's up, but like I said to Joan, you're making, like, I only do 3 videos a week. So you're going from 3 videos to 7 videos. So that's 4 more. Of course you're going to do better. So I'd rather have quality than quantity over there. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So last year I did not do vlog. And to be honest, I did just as well. I did. I'm like, oh, see, when you have really good content sometimes and people are watching it, you don't have to have quantity. So, and then I thought to myself, wait a minute. I need to build up the watch hours on this channel. So instead of saying try to watch an old video, why don't we just do daily like car vlogs? Something that I can do easily. And I used to put them up on Facebook, but it's so much easier to put them up here because I can do them longer. Like I don't know if you noticed, some of the ones on the Facebook group got cut off because Facebook only allows you to put 14.47 minutes up. 14 minutes and 47 seconds. If you go to 50, it just cuts it off. So, and sometimes I get on like, oh, a tangent of something. I always had to cut it off. But I'm like, I'll just put them up here. And you guys have embraced it. And I'm like, and you helped me monetize the channel. I'm like, so I'm so appreciative. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And this is, I love to do reviews. I have to do the Stranger Things Part 2 review. I don't want to say what I thought of it. But we'll also have to do the Stranger Things finale, which is coming out New Year's Eve, I think. So we have to get that. Maybe we'll do the Stranger Things tomorrow, the part 2, because they cut the season in sort of in half. So dramatic. But and they have a 2-hour finale, which they're releasing it in some movie theaters and on Netflix. I'm not going to a movie theater and seeing it. Though it might be cool to see it, the big Demogorgons on the big screen, but. Not doing it. Not paying them. So yeah, I think tomorrow we'll do the Stranger Things Part 2. We'll do the weigh-in on the other channel. So we got a lot. I got a lot to do tomorrow, and I got the exterminator, the electrician coming. And I guarantee he's going to come when I'm trying to do a Zoom. Anyway, I chatted on way too much, but thank you for joining me. Thank you for helping me with this channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying me. Because if you're here, you enjoy me. Unhinged. So thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. And happy Vlogmas Day. I think it's 28. Right? I can't believe it. It's the end of December. I'll keep talking. I'll see you later, my lovelies. That's